Hey guys, this is Beautiful Gardener. So today our job is to get all of our dahlias in the ground and majority of our zinnias in the ground. I've got a pile, which you can see right over there, that really needs to get in the ground. They desperately need some water as well too. So we're gonna show you some planting tips for dahlias that I've pre-sprouted. Talk to you a little bit about planting depth, how do I stake them, fertilize them, and so forth. And then we'll go from there. So behind me in my vegetable garden area, I have my apple tree, and I've been underplanting this area with dahlias for a while. Now I had a lot more dahlias, and then some of them didn't come back. So you saw me planting some shorter ones over here, but I've got a spot right over here that I feel like I can put some more dahlias in here too as well. So we'll go ahead and plant some of them there. And then we're going to walk around the yard, see where we have space, and plant some dahlias. I also have some mahogany splendor hibiscus to plant on this side of the yard, more the vegetable garden, the willow tree bed area as well. We'll see how far we get along. So let me show you what I have to plant. So I've got about 5 containers. This one here is a black narcissus dahlia. Um, this one here, black as well too. So my husband actually got this for me. I think this was like Valentine's Day weekend. Valentine's Day, and then I in a previous video we actually potted them up because I wanted to make sure they were pre-sprouted and that they basically would what do you call it, are viable before I plant them out. Now for my dahlia, what I do is see how it's sprouted. I like to make my dahlia thick. So what I'm going to do is right here where you can see the root, I'm going to pinch it, and that will make my dahlia be thicker. So if you notice, I've already pinched the bottom here. See how it's shooting out? It's because I pinched it. I want the base of it to be a thicker dahlia. You are gonna sacrifice some blooms for the first one, but that's fine. We're in zone 8A. Our dahlias can go all the way up in November, and it survives a little bit with a frost too as well. So, and this I'm planting this. This is May 11th. You'll probably see this video more closer to June because I've got so many videos filmed that I need to edit and get out. But you're going to see this closer to the middle of June, so this would already have been grown a little bit more. I got Rumble as well too, and I'll pop a picture of them on the screen so you can see. Let's place them first, and then we can plant. Sure, the camera cut off or not, but I just basically turned the container upside down, and here is my dahlia. And you'll notice how I kind of pinched it as well earlier. So I'm going to go ahead and now plant it. So I'm not sure if you can see, but I've got my drip tube running right over it there. So that's good. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and put my tomato cage because I want it to grow up into the tomato cage. I didn't put a tomato cage here because I'll use the apple tree to tie that one up, but I'm going to put one right there. So let's. All right, taking my tomato cage and I'm going to put it right over my dahlia. And that's all that I'm going to do. So now it has a little bit of support as it grows on. I'll make sure I pass it through, similar to like what you see here. So notice on this dahlia, I did put a tomato cage and then I pass all of the leaves on the inside so it holds it up. This one here, I'll move that in. So this is a really good support for the dahlia. So I was thinking the next area that I want to plant some dahlia would be the bed when you come into from the vegetable garden. So the vegetable garden is to the right, to the left, and then we're to the right. And I'm thinking that this area back here would be nice to plant a dahlia because you're going to have this cannon lily that's going to get about 8 feet tall. This, I'm going to tie this up a little bit because it's sprawling right now. All right, so then I have this entire space that's free here. So my thought process is I would like to put a dahlia here. And I'm thinking of maybe putting 2 separate dahlias because I do have different varieties. And then over here, what I want to do is I'm thinking that a mahogany splendor hibiscus will look really nice in this corner here. So that's what I want to do. And I've got a lot of canna lilies growing here. So I'm going to be digging these up because this spreads a lot and I don't want all of this here. So I'm going to dig them up and then pot them up. I got drip tubing, so I'm just making sure that I don't pierce the drip tubing. Ooh, nice root ball. I have Penhill Watermelon. And then this one here we bought from Home Depot and we planted it up earlier in the season. All I'm doing for a Penhill Watermelon is gently. Oh, it started growing roots. Nice. So here's my plant. I'm going to go ahead and plant that. Alright, and then my other one will go right over here because I'm going to plan on trimming this as soon as this is done bearing, which it has raspberry fruit, or I might just come and stake it up too as well. I'll be trimming that back. Alright, here's our mahogany splendor hibiscus. There's actually two there. The idea of this one here is if I can have the burgundy coming up here against a white bed frame, imagine that. So some burgundy right in this area, and then my thought is I can plant some like flowers or something in between. I think it would look good. Let's give this a good drink of water. I didn't water the other one too, so let's go ahead and water it. So we planted our dahlia and watered it. I do need to go ahead and stake it as it's small. That way it could grow through, and I'm using that tomato cage again. That way it could go through and basically support it over time. And my drip tape is right over the base of the dahlia, by the way. So I have Mexican sunflower growing here. And if you know, these things get ridiculously tall. So first of all, I'm going to pinch it because I want it to branch out. Then I'm also going to transplant it. So again, I'm going to put it at the back of a bed just because it gets really, really tall. I'm going to actually put one of it all the way back here. Alright, so while we're back here, I do have other dahlias that I want to plant out. So let me go grab them. I have lots of dahlias, guys. Oh, don't worry. There's lots of dahlias. Here's a little dilemma I have, you guys. I kept my tags that had my dahlia. So you can see it there. Beautiful, right? Well, I can't tell what the name is because it has basically brought it. And I can't tell the size. So I'm going off of memory. Okay, guys, this is what you don't do when you pre-sprout things, all right? You need to make sure that you are labeling them correctly. So I've got a couple of things that I want to do. I've also got one of this dahlia as well too, so we'll plan that out. My thought is I've got a what do you call a red hot poker here. Not a fan of them. I don't know. I just not a fan of them. So I'm gonna dig some of them up, pot it up, and then I'm thinking that over here I want to put a dahlia here, and maybe a dahlia right over there next to the canna lily as well. Because the next thing we're gonna come in with is I take it back, you guys. I take it back. Let's go in with our mahogany splendor hibiscus first because I want to back layer in the color, which is going to be pretty tall with the mahogany splendor. It's going to be looking like a hibiscus, like a maple is what it's going to look like, purple. And I'm going to use the fence to support it, to tie it to the fence. So we need to plant that in first. Yeah, I think that would be the better option, would be to layer in the mahogany splendor hibiscus first. So let's go grab those. So looking at my color, I've got a burgundy foliage over there. So I need to put a burgundy foliage over here. So we'll do mahogany splendor here. I think a mahogany splendor in this area here would look good as well. I'm going to pull some of the cleome out for that. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So I did one there. We'll do one over here. And then I think that should flank it because we'll have 3 sets of that burgundy flower. So we'll have mahogany splendor, canna lily, mahogany splendor over there. So I will add it here, guys. I think I spot one more area I want to put a mahogany splendor hibiscus. Guys, I want to show you the roots. Remember we grew this in seeds? Look at the root. The back of the bottom of the stone step garden bed area, and I think we could use a little bit of dahlia in this area. I do have to plant some zinnia as well, so I'm going to keep that in mind as I am planting it. So I've got a cafe au lait that finally, you guys, finally sprouted. So both of them that I got that was in the pack that we pre-sprouted actually came up, and I didn't realize it took me forever to pinch them. I'm going to go ahead and pinch this one again here. It was a little bit too leggy, so I just pinched it. So this will now branch out. I'm going to go ahead and plant it in this area. Oh, look at the roots, you guys. Oh my goodness. See the tuber? Oh, another tuber right there too. Might be able to divide this up. It's sprouting again up here. Let's go ahead and plant this. So my thought is that I could do another one like right here too as well. So let's do that. Back to our stone step garden bed. We're midway through it, and I've got a gap right in the middle here. So I'm going to go ahead and plant a dahlia. This one here is the black narcissus that we're going to plant. Alright guys, so where else? I think I have maybe like 4 more dahlia. Let's do some dahlias in the, let's do maybe the front of the house with the willow tree and see how we can finish up those. So I pretty much got 3 dahlias on the stone step garden bed area. Guys, things is becoming crazy. Look at it behind me. Everything is growing in. So my goal was to not see dirt in these beds eventually. I think I've achieved that, you guys. It's crazy. It is. Alright guys, so I have a cafe au lait that pretty, you know what, this is leggy. Should I snip it? I'm going to go ahead and snip it. Got a cafe au lait. Got an empty container, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in here. And then I'm going to top it off with some mulch as well too. I'm going to leave it just by itself in the container. Tubers starting to form up, really nice. Let me grab some soil so I can put some soil around it, and then I will then top it off with some mulch. We got like 3 more dahlias to plant out, so let's go to the willow tree bed, and in the raised beds that I have, I think they would look good. there. So let's do that. So I changed my mind. I see a spot, some space behind here, the hostas here, that I don't have anything that's growing. And so my thought is I'm going to go ahead and put a creme de cassis dahlia there. So I'll pop the picture on the screen for that one. I have 3 creme de cassis dahlia. So okay, here's the trouble, you guys. Here's the trouble. How do I get back there? Let's see. Come around this way. Alright, let me attempt this. I made it out. So I'm gonna also plant a couple zinnias in that area because it'll get nice and tall. I'm not gonna do any zinnias over here because there's other perennials that are coming in. But guys, look at these hostas. Oh my goodness. You can't even see that there's a border here. Alright, so now we have 2 more creme de cassis. Let's go plant that in the willow tree bed area. Just so you can see the 2 beds that I have over here. And so my thought process for that is mahogany splendor hibiscus again, which for this one here, I'm going to go ahead and pinch it because I want it to get bushier, not leggier. So if you pinch the top of it, it'll basically sprout out. So I have 2 of that in this container. I'm going to do 1 in each bed. And then the creme de cassis dahlia will go 1 in each bed too as well. So next thing would be our zinnias. That's the next thing that we have to do, which I just realized that I said I was going to plant a mahogany splendor hibiscus over here. I said I was going to plant, ooh, look at that scene. Oh my goodness, you guys. I'm sorry, easily distracted. I said I was going to plant a dahlia up that, mahogany splendor hibiscus up that trellis, because I wanted to have some burgundy in that area. So let me go grab one. I think I have one left. I think this one might be my last one. So I'm going to go ahead and plant that up with the trellis on there. I'm not going to move the camera closer, guys, because it's a beautiful scene. We need to see it. I just love how the willow tree kind of frames it. Beautiful, isn't it? And now it's probably 7:30, close to 8 o'clock, so I'm losing light as well too. I had to pull some bishop's weed out, and so I'm going to be experimenting with digging these up, because they give a beautiful foliage and a beautiful white flower, and it looks like this might root, right? So that's what I'm going to do, because it's spreading like crazy, and I just bought one little plant last year, and you know me, I like to have the same plant all over. Repetition is pretty good. So alright, I think that might be it for dahlia. Let me clean up. I'm going to go ahead and let me give that a drink of water. Yeah, actually all of these need water, so let's go grab the water. Alright, you guys, now I think I'm done for the night. Maybe I'll do 1 or 2 zinnias, I'm not sure. They're still light technically. Let's clear my pots up first. I want to keep the garden nice and clean, and then we'll see if we have the energy to do some zinnias. Okay. Change my mind, you guys. 2 seconds later, as I already have everything set up here and my watering thing and all that stuff, why not go ahead and plant the zinnias out here, right? Let's do that. Let me go grab some. First of all, these seedlings, I grew some seeds, right? Don't judge because they're leggy and really need some nutrients, but you're still going to see them because this is the reality of what gardening is. So this is Queen Lime Peach. Guys, look at this. I'm going to bury them. So when I plant them, you're not going to even know anything is wrong with them. So Queen Lime Peach, I'll pop that on the screen. Queen Lime Orange, I'll pop that too. Queen Lime Red, ooh, my favorite. And I actually have two Queen Lime Red. So let me show you how I plant it. I'll take them a little closer and we'll intersperse them in the two beds. So we'll put them in the beds because they do grow taller. Because in the front, I'm not done planting, guys. So leaving some space for like shorter things in front. Do to make my zinnia thicker. So these are nice and sturdy too. I'm going to pinch the top of it there. So now what happens is it's going to branch out and become thick. And then removing my old dead leaves. See how nice it looks already? And I'm going to bury it all the way here. So basically this is what's on top. All of this goes in the bottom. And I'm positioning my drip tube. So I have 2 rows of drip tube. This one's going to pinch as well. Now you're saying, why am I planting these in front of my coneflower? Guys, these coneflowers get about 5 to 6 feet tall. Alright guys, it's the next day. So still on my zinnia planting session. So we did all of the mahogany splendor hibiscus, and then we did dahlias. So now I'm trying to finish up all the zinnia. Hopefully I can get them all done today. So I'm at the front of my house. I'm sorry, it's on a slope, so I can't film straight forward. So I'm filming on an angle here. And where you see the knockout rows, in that area, we planted a dahlia yesterday, but I also want to mix in a couple of zinnias on there. So I brought up some containers of zinnia. I know these look awful, but they'll be fine. Yep, I already went ahead and pinched them. So this one here, okay, this is the raspberry ripple. That's a shorter one, so I'll go in a different container. So I bought a formula mix one. I'm going to go ahead, pinch the top because I want it to branch out and become thicker, and then I'm going to plant these really deep like that. The stems are nice and sturdy, so I don't have any problem with them not growing, because look how sturdy these are. So I'm just going to break it apart. This is number 1. I'm going to put it back because the remaining one will go to the side of the house after this. Then I've got Queen Lime Orange. Let me pinch again. As usually every year when I plant these out, this is how they look, and then they grow into something glorious. I will pop some pictures of Queen Lime that I've grown over the year. They're just beautiful, just beautiful. So I'll do one of the Queen Lime Orange. Then I bought Queen Lime Peach. Never grew this one before, so this one here will be interesting to see how it all works out. I'll grab me one of that one. And then I bought the Queen Lime, oh, red. Did I have 2 reds? Looks like I bought 2 reds, but anyway, I can't remember, so I'm just going to plant 2 reds. I'm pinching this one again. These are nice and sturdy. Since this is the front of the house, I'm going to go to one that I know for certain it will not die on me. So we're grabbing this one. So let me try to do my little maneuver again of how I'm going to get back there. And I'm going to go carefully because I don't want any like creepy crawly thing coming up on me. So I'm going to check to make sure. Guys, look at these stargazer lily. Look how tall they are. And they're starting to head up as well. And these leaves are very tender, so I'm making sure that I don't break it. And I already have drip tube here, so I'm going to make sure I position it correctly. Okay, you're gonna have to trust that they're in there, you guys. I planted them surrounding the dahlia, so they should be good. Now, while we're here, I did brought up some raspberry ripple zinnia. We got a couple containers that could use some oomph in it, so we're gonna go ahead and put them. I'll pop some pictures of raspberry ripple zinnia that I grew as well over the years. Hands down, one of my favorite zinnias. They're dwarf, and then the flower starts out like a deeper pink, and then it fades into like a lighter pink, whitish. Very beautiful. Doesn't grow taller than like maybe 8 inches or so. But let's do a couple of containers. You saw us plant up a Cafe Au Lait dahlia here, and then this container has some, what you would call it, some salvia that's self-seeded. So I am going to plant some raspberry ripple, what do you call it, zinnia in here. And I'm actually going to move the salvia and group them. As those will be taller in the back, and then the raspberry ripple will kind of trail down this way. At the Stoneside garden bed area. And what I'm thinking about is succession planting for the season. And I know in this area here, I'm going to need something that's taller as well, because I've got the mahogany splendor hibiscus, and I've got the echinacea over there. And then I'm just thinking about when that's going to be done blooming and all of that. And so I'm going to plant a couple of zinnias in that area. I've got 2 formula mix here, zinnia, that I'm going to go ahead and plant those. Guys, it's day 3 of this video, and I'm not done, and I'm running out of daylight. I know it looks brighter in the camera, but I'm running out of light. But gosh, I feel like I could finish this one. Let's rush it and get this zinnia done, because I just have a few left to go on the fence garden bed in the vegetable garden area, and then all my zinnias should be done. So wish me luck that there's still light. This video comes out good. Alright guys, I just have the camera set up, and I'm just going to go ahead and plant. I'm not going to explain to you what I'm doing. I'm just filling holes at this point, trying to get a light in. You guys, we're actually done with the zinnias.